What is up, Breakthrough Success listeners? Marc, the podcasting coach here. And when it comes to getting started and building your brand, it is easy to become a fan of other people, to look up to role models. And that's why in this episode, we're going to talk about how do we go from fan to fandom? How do we grow our businesses and be inspired by the people who came before us? That's what we're going to talk about in this episode. Our guest who joins us today is the founder and cosmetic chemist for FanLoveBeauty, where super fans can develop products for their celebrity crush. She has been the keynote speaker for brand launches and has spoken at HBA conference on product development and in cosmetics on product innovation. Our guest who joins us is none other than Ginger King. Ginger, welcome to the show.
Hi, Mark. Thank you so much for welcoming me.
Ginger, I'm so happy to have you on Breakthrough Success, and thank you for listening to this episode. Whether you are exercising or driving or doing whatever it is, thank you for making Breakthrough Success your choice and tuning into this episode where we talk about going from fan to fandom. So I'm wondering, Ginger, if we could start off by you sharing with us how FanLoveBeauty came to be.
Sure. FanLoveBeauty is a new beauty brand where we create products for people who inspire, educate, or entertain the society. All this came from was because there was one time I was with my celebrity crush, Damon John of Shark Tank, and he took out a lip balm in front of me and applied. A thought came to mind like, Damon, if it's something that's close to you, it's in your pocket, on your lips, it has to be mine. And being a cosmetic chemist for over 25 years, I quickly went to work and developed a 100% natural vegan lip balm full of superfoods, and that's so good for you. And I dedicate this to Damon John, who is a public speaker. He talked about 200 days out of 365 days. The reason why he would need the lip balm is because his lips is constantly dry. And being a public speaker, he doesn't really have a lot of time to drink water and go use the bathroom. So a lip balm is essential. And I created a lip balm for the love for him. And I'm also extending this to anyone who talk a lot, such as podcasters, for teachers or salespeople, because we all have the same issue, dry lips, because we talk a lot.
Wow. I mean, I'm a big fan of Damon John as well. I've actually helped him with 2 of his book launches as an ambassador. So, I mean, I know Damon John and you know Damon John. So,
Yes.
I mean, there's plenty of conversation to be built just around him. But it is interesting how you were doing it for over 25 years. You were doing your profession. And then only recently did you decide to get started with FanLoveBeauty. So part of, for you guys listening, is if you're in your career path for a long time, I mean, think about how can you turn this into a product? How can you take this to the next level, as Ginger was able to do with FanLoveBeauty?
Yeah, it's just like Damon John combines his passion of fashion and hip-hop and creative FUBU. I combined my passion for beauty and Damon John and created FanLoveBeauty. So from the ingredients I use to brand philosophy, this basically embodies everything that Damon has taught me from on-screen of Shark Tank to off-screen of Shark Tank for the past 10 years.
And now that you have FanLoveBeauty, I know this is a new brand, but I know you've also known the fashion business and the beauty business for quite some time. So I'm wondering, what are the things you're doing to build up your fandom for FanLoveBeauty?
Well, differentiation is very important. Everybody can have a lip balm. But what's so special about this lip balm is this is the healthiest lip balm ever. This is actually a life-saving lip balm because lip balms can be ingested. No matter if you're a man, woman, or even kids, everybody uses a lip balm. And because Damon John always advocate health should be your number 1 priority, because a healthy person can have 1,000 dreams, but a sick person can only have one. This is the reason why my lip balm is the healthiest ever. It saves your health. Also, I am donating part of the proceeds to the Suicide Prevention Foundation. So with the purchase, you can also help save other people's lives. So this is a big differentiation. For any new business, you have to have a point of difference.
And I mean, I really love the whole health thing. Like my mom is way deeper into health than me. She's passed a lot on to me, but she is really deep into health and she's really passed a lot of that. So health is definitely something my entire family values a lot, and it is a big differentiator. And it's interesting you mentioned the donations as well, because, you know, technically that cuts into profit, but I mean, you're really like with the work that you produce, like you could think about these like deeper goals you have with your work, make the customer feel good about making the order because, you know, the money's going to a good cause also. But it is that part where we shouldn't just think about ourselves with our work and think about how we can benefit other people, other groups, other organizations. So I'm wondering, why did you choose that cause? Like, and how has that been orchestrated?
Sure, because the FanLoveBeauty is really building products for people who inspire, educate, or entertain the society. Those people have an impact to the society, and this is a way of me giving back to them. And a lot of those people also were passed too soon, like Robin Williams, like Kate Spade. If they would have stayed longer, they will have even more contribution to the society. And being an entrepreneur is a very lonely road. So a lot of times people can go down that route. This is the reason why I want to use whatever I make and donate part of the proceeds to help people to generate suicide awareness to prevent that.
And I mean, that's a really incredible intention. And I mean, that's part of when you are going from fan to fandom, think about what your presence can do for people. So, you know, putting money into a good cause like that, in addition to making some of the proceeds, I mean, some people, they could embrace this right away. Other people who maybe you're in startup mode, you're in make a lot of revenue mode, and you have losses and things like that. Maybe it takes a little longer, but I do think everyone should think about, you know, what kind of contribution can I make to society with the product that I'm offering.
Yes.
So in addition to just having the product up, like it's just a constant look for growth. So what are some of the like other plans you have coming up, and how do you balance some of the future stuff you may have in mind with what's currently working for you right now?
What's coming up is because my whole brand is called FanLoveBeauty, I am opening up my platform to invite anyone. If you tell me hashtag who do you love, and if you are a super fan of those people who inspire, educate, or entertain the society, I will develop the product for them, a beauty product. For example, if you like a certain athlete and really, really want to do something, I can work with you to develop a product at my cost. And for example, it can be like a football player can be the foot cream, or a basketball player for the hand cream. So it's something like special. There are a lot of products out there, but there aren't a lot of product that is devoted to a certain profession. And each profession has their own groupie. So this is a way of us giving back to the ones that we adore.
And it's interesting how you're very niche with this. Like it's strictly celebrity crushes. It's like that kind of give back, and being more narrow, it decreases the amount of people who may be interested in what you're doing, but the people who fit that pool, they're going to be more likely to truly embrace your brand and what it's all about. So for everyone listening, sometimes it's really good to go super narrow. I mean, Ginger is very niche with the approach she is taking. And if you are super niche as well, it can help you with getting more exposure, reaching more of the right people, and having that super community versus this gigantic audience of people who don't really know who you are. That's part of fan to fandom, having that impact regardless of the size of your community.
I am laser focused in serving the specific group. However, this is just like, how MAC Cosmetics, they were originally developed for professional makeup artists only, but there were so many aspiring makeup artists, they were all jumping on the bandwagon. So for my lip balm, yes, this is the first ever, the stage balm for lips for speakers, but I also extended to people who talk a lot. Because you can aspire to be a dynamic speaker. On my product direction, I actually say use it on your dry lips or before your meetings, before your negotiations, before your keynote speech, even before your pitch competition. I actually have a girl, she used my lip balm before her pitch competition and she won. This just happened like 2 days ago.
Wow. I mean, every little optimization really matters. And when it comes to just, making sure you feel good and confident, I mean, there are things like Ginger's FanLoveBeauty that can really help for people who need something like that. And FanLoveBeauty, we will throw that in the show notes for anyone who is interested. But do you think that there's any other places that you want us to go to continue following your work and journey?
Sure. We are on Instagram, official FanLoveBeauty, or Facebook, FanLoveBeauty, and we do have our own website, FanLoveBeauty.com.
All those links will be in the show notes for everyone who wants to follow Ginger and her work. But once again, thank you so much for joining us on Breakthrough Success. It was such a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you.